What's up, Vinyl community? It's Todd Guy with Ross and Zombie. Back again with another video. It's time for a contest for Jeff over at Various Vinyl. He is doing a contest for 50 subs. Show 5 bands you've seen in concert. If you can, show the album they were touring for. So I'm going to do this little contest. Rules are simple. Show 5 bands you've seen in concert. You're going to be subscribed to his channel and then leave a comment on his channel saying that you've made a video. So, this is what I'm doing. So the first concert, well, let's go back. When I was a teenager and into my 20s, I didn't go to any concerts. Didn't have money for concerts. Didn't have any friends that had money to go to concerts, so I never went to any. I didn't go to my first concert until 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I think. And then since then, I've gone to 6, I think. 6 concerts. Last 2 years, maybe 3 years, I don't remember exactly. But the first one I went to see was this band called Holy Grail, in support of this album, In Times of Pride and Peril, or Times of Pride and Peril, not in. In a little bar called Nectar's up in Burlington, Vermont. It's like an hour, 10-15 minute drive. My wife went with me. She doesn't mind this band. Went to see them. Pretty good concert. 2 opening bands. I can't remember the names. They're kind of local, I think, and not really what I usually listen to. Wasn't real impressed. Holy Grail wasn't the headliner. They were supporting Black Tusk, which we didn't see because at the time, even now, I'm not a huge Black Tusk fan, and it was late. I think my wife had to work the next day, so we didn't stay for that. We just we left. Holy Grail put on a good show. And then, second one, I think it was the second one, I went by myself, back to Burlington again, to see another band, actually all 4 bands I liked and I wanted to see. This was at Higher Ground in Burlington. They, wasn't all 4 of the bands though, it was only 3 of them. Because the first band actually couldn't make it. I think they were from Europe and they had troubles with their visas or passports or something. They couldn't make it for like the first 4 or 5 shows. So the band that opened was Power Trip. I guess it's part of this album, Nightmare Logic. This came out a few months before that, maybe a year or so they're still touring. They were good. Didn't really get into them until the concert, and I was like, wow, pretty cool. And then Obituary was the next band up, and they were freaking amazing sounding. They sounded like an album. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. They were kind of torn for this, I guess. They were good. Didn't move around a lot. They kind of just stood in place. It's kind of boring, but the music sounded freaking amazing. And then I have no vinyl of the band, the headlining band, with that tour. I don't have the latest album either. I only got like 2 of their albums. But the headliners were Exodus. I don't think they were touring in support for the last album, Blood In, Blood Out, because the album came out 2 years, I think, before they toured for this. But I did see Exodus, and they did play Blacklist from this album, which is one of my favorite songs from Exodus. and they played a bunch of other stuff from their discography, which is great. They didn't sound the greatest. The guitar was so loud that it kind of like couldn't hear anything else really. Guitar and the drums, it was just so loud. But Exodus, I mean, great band. And then after that, I went to see Anthrax. I took my daughter to that. I went to see that Anthrax because Havoc was opening. It was Havoc, Anthrax, and Killswitch Engage. I can't stand Killswitch Engage. I didn't stay for that. Didn't get to see Havoc because I got there late. But I saw Anthrax for the first time. Wasn't a pleasant experience, only because it was at the Palladium in Boston? No. Worcester, Mass. And that place was just packed, just like this. You couldn't move or anything. It was a horrible experience. I didn't enjoy it, but I did get to see the drummer from Havoc outside, took a picture with him, which was cool. Didn't get to see them play though, which sucked. And then last year, this guy I work with is now my boss. We went to a couple concerts together. There's a few things I didn't pull out, which I can do in a minute. We went down to Manchester, New Hampshire, saw Black Fast at the Shaskeen in Manchester, New Hampshire. Cemetery Piss, Black Fast, I think it was Panzer Bastard, maybe. I can't remember exactly the name. And then the headliner was Ringworm, which I guess a lot of people know Ringworm. I had never heard of them before, but they weren't that bad. These guys were good. They were actually one of the only bands that, the four that were actually out there selling their own merch. I was talking to them and stuff. Really nice guys. I just got this, and it came with a shirt. And I was wearing that shirt, and they hadn't seen it yet. They're like, "Oh, dude, that's so cool! We haven't seen that yet." Like, yeah, I just got the stuff yesterday, the album and everything. So they're pretty cool. Oh, and jeez, kind of making a mess of this whole video, but where is it? I did buy Cemetery Piss 7-inch right here. The band I saw that was first, Cemetery Piss. I don't know how big they're gonna get with the name like that. Not bad music though. I mean, it's pretty good. This has got Raise a Curtain, which is a cover song with some other band, I think, and Severance Epilogue on the other side. Shot of this inside, the band members. Chick playing bass. She didn't look happy to be there though. Even in this picture, she just kind of looks like whatever. This is like white or yellowish kind of. Yeah, so Cemetery Piss. And their music's not terrible. But like I said, I don't know how big they're gonna get being with that name. But then, Cannibal Corpse, they're pretty big with that name, so okay. And then after that, a few months. I think it was the next, because that was early in the summer, and then we went to this huge concert with 4 bands, well-known bands. Actually, no, it was 5 well-known bands. Missed the first band, which was Napalm Death. Not a big fan anyway. We got there just in time to see Testament. They were touring in support of Brotherhood of the Snake, I guess. But they were there. They only played maybe 7-8 songs, which kind of sucked. So I really like Testament a lot. Actually, this concert was in New Hampshire at the New Hampshire Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion. Used to be called something else. And then after Testament was Anthrax, one of my favorite bands as well. This had just come out, actually no, this came out in 2016, so they were just touring. They wanted to tour with a band that was retiring. And Anthrax and Testament both put on good shows. I mean, it was awesome. And then after Anthrax was Lamb of God, which we didn't even stay. We could hear them, but we didn't stay in the crowd and watch because neither one of us were really Lamb of God fans. But then the main event, everybody was there watching it, was Slayer. Now, first time I saw Slayer, freaking amazing. I could have gone to see Slayer again tonight down in Massachusetts with the same guy I went to see this time with this concert with. But when I didn't have the money and I had to work today and I didn't want to work and then go to a concert and come home, it just sucks. And the bands that are playing with them, I mean, they're okay. One's Phil from Pantera, Phil Anselmo, or whatever the hell his name is, and Primus. Primus is okay, but whatever. I'm not a huge fan of Primus. And then we went and saw another concert this past earlier this summer. That bands he hadn't really weren't really into. He had heard some of their stuff, and hadn't really heard any of the stuff they've been putting out now. And I said, I really want to see that. He's like, oh, I'll go with you. That's cool. I haven't really been listening to any of their stuff. I know some of their older stuff. Like, all right, cool. So we went. This was an amazing show as well. I just wish this band, Death Angel, played a little bit longer. I love both of these bands a lot. These two and Anthrax are in my top 5 favorite bands. Death Angel was just great. So we saw Death Angel. We missed the first act, which is a band called Mothership, which is okay because we didn't know who that was anyway. It might have been cool, but got a cool shirt at this concert. And then the headliners, Overkill. I don't have their latest one on vinyl. I think I might have it on CD over there, but I forgot about this one. So this is Ironbound anyway. We just saw Overkill. Great show as well. Even though Bobby kept disappearing backstage for a few seconds during like the solos and doing something. I don't know what. My friend said he was probably taking oxygen or something so he could sing better. Who knows? But anyway, that's my contest entry for Jeff over at Various Vinyl or Vinyls. I'm not sure if it's Various Vinyl or Various. Must be Various Vinyl. So I'm going to end this, and I'm going to go comment on his page saying I made a video, get my name in the drawing, and see what happens. Till next time, rock on.